Okay, we are live. Hello, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Oops, I forgot to. Hello, how are we? It is the middle of the week. I have chosen to be ambitious on my Kanban board for today. Um, so we shall see how much of that gets done. I've gotten a decent start this morning. I'm getting a couple things done, or at least progress made. So that's at least hopeful. I feel like we're a little cantilevered. It's a little bit better. Still feel like we're a little cattywampus. I don't know. Does it look crooked to y'all? Or we? The background to me just looks very crooked. Anyway, hopefully that's not too bad. If it's terrible, let me know. Also, I may get irritated and futz with it some more. We'll see. Um, Hello, lovelies, says Mama Maggie. Hello, how are you? Hopefully you are doing well. Monique says, hey, y'all. Hello, welcome. Greetings from the sunroom. Very nice. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's warm outside, but the inside of the house still feels cold. So we have not, I guess, reached the point in the year at which the AC is struggling. So, but that'll be soon, I'm sure. Mark says, hi, hello, welcome. You're procrastinating writing, so you're here to change that. Excellent. Hopefully we can help with that. This is where I said hello. Okay, so this is in regards to the poll. Monique says you're voting in the poll on Gabby's behalf because Susie didn't really have favorite toys when she was a kid. She preferred plants and books. Nice. When you think about Gabby as a little kid, you imagine her with a little plush cat. Nice. Mark's main character grew up in a forest, so his only way to entertain himself was by hunting with bow and arrow, which would be the toy weapon type thing. Toy being sort of a misnomer in that regard. Let's see. Monique says, I'm currently trying to figure out how the itch bundle payment is going to work. 24 people bought the bundle. Nice. Turns out the Ace of Pentacles you drew on Monday was in regards to the bundle. Ooh. But also 2 people bought your book via ebook on Amazon. So yay. Excellent. Good. Good. Progress. Every little bit helps, right? Okay, so in regards to the poll, this is thinking about your main character when they were a child. And normally kids have a phase where like stuffed animals are like, they have like one special one at least, or a particular toy in general. So the options are things like a stuffed bear, cat, dog, something that's like an animal that they have likely seen. And then you have stuffed dino, stuffed dragon, or some sort of mythological creature. Something that they have likely not seen unless you have a story with dragons, or where dinosaurs are still alive type thing. But anyway, something sort of like we would think of as like mythological or, buried into folklore or history or whatever. Would they have some sort of mechanical robot toy? Or would they have a toy weapon like a sword or the bow and arrow or, what have you? I don't know if you have a futuristic world where they have a toy gun or toy phaser or, who knows? So what kind of toy, stuffed animal or toy would your main character have? Mark says it's raining heavily. Ooh, I'm jealous. But you're in Ireland, so that's nothing new. There you go. Yeah, we have not gotten any rain in a while, and so the ground is starting to crack. Even as it gets simultaneously more humid every day, it's also drier somehow. I don't know. Are we due for any rain soon? Special weather statement. We started 8:39 p.m. yesterday. What is it? Pollen? Fire danger. Because it's so dry. And we have a 50% chance of rain, not this coming Friday, but next Friday. And that is the only moisture in the forecast. Oh boy. And your taxes are paid for. Excellent. Good. Good. Megan says, hey, hello, welcome. You're just stopping by to say hi before you jump into the never-ending pile of homework. Please tell me you have and are willing to give us an update on the group project email drama. I must know. How has that gone? Kara says, Big Panda and Tiny Dragon season, winter, affirmation, in the same way that waves do not define the ocean. I will not let my negative thoughts define me. I like this because this is good. This is definitely something that we work on, because those excessive self-criticisms can truly like shape how you think of yourself. And so if you are putting into practice like pausing yourself when you're catching those moments and like beginning to pause it and notice it and be like aware of it, and then you can work on reversing and doing affirmations instead of continual self-criticism. So red flag warnings all over today, and 2 different grass fires already this morning. Oof, but they got them out quickly. Good. I'm good. But the wind is going to be starting soon. Yeah, which means that it's going to be more dangerous because the sparks will travel farther and faster. So, yeah, it's I think in the last couple of days there's been a whole bunch of like tornadoes / tornado warnings, fire watches, and just all kinds of, yeah. So, fun times. But yeah, global warming's not real. Blech. I just want to, the people who are global warming deniers, I just want to ask them if they've looked at the weather in the last 10 years, 20 years, 100 years, however many. But yeah, Andy is here. Hello, welcome. And sends a heart to Mom Maggie and says, well said to Kara for the card that was pulled. Mom Maggie says we have a 38% chance of snow for 1 hour on Friday afternoon. And that's all the moisture we might get for the next 10 days. Oof. Yikes. Well, hopefully you get that 38% chance of snow, and it lands right right on top of your property to soak in. Hi to Andy, says Mom Maggie. Monique says, I need that card today. Anxiety is being a bitch. Yeah. I was just actually looking at my anxiety medication, and I think I have enough. I haven't actually counted them because they're tiny and I didn't want to bother. But I think I have the proper amount to make it to my 3-month appointment, where I can talk to the doctor about the fact that it's been working, which is great. And that, yes, I would like to continue to take it. So yeah. All the things. Got to keep up with our health. Oh, but I did get a checkup on the incision that was being problematic. So yesterday was a week since my first wound check appointment, I guess. And so took a look at it, checked it, said it seems okay. Declined to rip the tape because it's likely going to rip the newly forming scab and whatnot. So we're gonna leave that alone. So it's good. The other incisions are doing good. The left one in particular had already started scabbing over, and in the last couple of days the scabs have started falling off, and looks like it's healing very nicely underneath. one of the others is scabbing, but it's like still got some skin glue over it. And then one, I'm not sure it's going to scab at all because I think it's like, it was a very nice clean skin glue, put it together. Like if there's a scab, it's like teeny tiny little thin hairline. So it's going to be good. So the only question is the problematic one. And I am not going to take the tape off because I don't want to do that. So, oh gosh, Mark says, I need to go to the pharmacy too. Your 6 panic attacks from running out. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Definitely go to the pharmacy and make sure that you have your medication. Please don't have panic attacks as much as possible. And also when you're like down to counting the number of panic attacks you're away from being out, that itself becomes a trigger for that. So yeah, so don't wait too much on that. Make sure you go to the pharmacy. We want to make sure we're all okay as much as we can. Thank you. Thank you. I hope so too. The surgeon called to check up on me today because she was out of town, and so when she got back, she called and she's like, "I saw you came in." It's like, yes, I did. So we chatted for a few minutes. She made sure that everything was good, and I also learned that the window of time in which I can continue to come back in and not have to pay additional like copays or anything is apparently 90 days from the surgery. So if I am experiencing any ill effects, then I can continue to come in and be in communication within that period of time, which is nice. So I didn't know that before. So I was like, okay, it feels like it gives me a little bit of breathing room in terms of that. So Monique says Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. Jumped out of your Buffy Tarot deck, and the Knight of Pentacles came out on top. Ooh, okay. So this feels like it could be a journey, like where one character is starting and then their goal for the character arc, maybe, potentially. Anxiety medications have a paradoxical effect on Kara. You end up having worse rebound panic attacks after taking them. Ooh. That's no good. And I don't like that for you. But yeah, so the medication bottles clearly say like, don't skip a dose, don't quit unless you have talked to your doctor about it. So I don't want to also like either run out or stop taking them before chatting with my doctor about it. So I think it's going to be good. It should be fine. You probably won't run out. You've been going raw at work. Well, that means hopefully then that work has not been, sorry, I have eyelashes in my eyes. Hopefully work has not been so anxiety inducing for you then, which would be great because having a stressful work environment is never fun. Wishing you, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, there's a couple things that I have on my to-do list today. I need to catch up with the end of yesterday and the beginning of today. I also have been thinking about my May theme. Like, I know we're only halfway through April, but you know, I have to start thinking about it. And so my April theme is very floral, very purple. Like, that is the main color, is purple. So, and like very sticker heavy. So I think I might do a little less stickers next month and see. It should be fine. But I'm thinking I may go back to the mermaid type thing. because I have a couple of like mermaids and like sea themed sticker packs. If I can find them, maybe. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So I have these mermaids. And then I have a smaller sticker pack, like a smaller Sea Kingdom vibes. And then I have one other sticker pack of, I think, I can't remember if it's 10 or 20 stickers that are just like seashells, but that they're already cataloged in my book, my book of stickers. So I think that's going to be my plan for May. And then I also went with the purple theme for the reading journal, but I don't know if you can tell this. There's like ghosting where the ink transferred. So I guess I shouldn't say it's ghosting, it's transfer. And then you also have ghosting. So like this one is transfer. That one is ghosting. So like I may have to maybe not use that purple stamp unless I have something to like blot it. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But Under the Sea, yes. Yes. So that's great. I love the soundtracks for the 80s and 90s Disney animated films. Like, they're fantastic. So, Knight of Pentacles is about sticking to work, sticking to routine, and being committed to the work. So you think it fits your own current vibe. Nice. So cute. Yes, I'm excited about them. But they are also somewhat pinky purple. And so I'm a little afraid that maybe I have done too. Some of them are a little blue, but like maybe I have done too many. I'm like, but I like the mermaid idea. So, and it's my journal. I can do what I want. Plus, these other ones are a little bit more of the blue green. So anyway, essentially I'm just rambling, but we got some coral and some fish, and then some underwater ruin grotto type things. Essentially, I am thinking that I want to go ahead and pencil in and figure out the layout for May, but it also seems quite early. So I don't know. I may put that to the side and do that a different day, but I think I have made my decision, essentially, just talking about it now, that we are going to do the mermaid. Like, even though I know that was a thing several years ago, I'm like, but I didn't do it then. It's my turn now. You won't see the next line to the chorus because you don't write that genre. You pulled the Devil from the tarot deck. Nice. Was it upright or inverted? I'm always curious. Some people don't read the inverted, and that's fine as well. Okay, we need the cats, right? We need the cats, and then the cat's the card, and then we will get busy. Okay, so for Tuesday's cats, we have two very sleepy ones. Self-Care 101, the power of good sleep doubles with a snuggle buddy. No, look at them. They're so cute. They're so cute. And then we have one that is appropriate for us writers today. We have either a writer or a reader cat. And then all the tuna was gone. Ah, the plot thickens. He's got the little glasses on to show we're serious. Very nice. Very nice, very cute. Love the glasses on the cat. Yes. It also reminds me, because they're the round frame of the Bap cat. You know the one I'm talking about, Noelle the cat. The owner sets out the Cards Against Humanity cards sort of face down, and Noelle like baps at a card, and it's quite funny. So if you have not run across Bapcat, BAPCAT, you should check their channels out. I think they're mostly on social media, but I think they also have a YouTube channel. I'm not 100% sure about that though. Okay, and then we pulled the spider. So if you do not like spiders, I will give you a warning that there will be a spider on the screen in 3, 2, 1. Here's the spider in the web and the little pearls that it's creating or capturing. Okay, spider is no longer on the screen. So the main message for the spider is make your dreams real. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention, and then the spirit joins you as your co-weaving partner. Take but a single step to make your dream a reality, and the spirit will take 10 toward you, for the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. The spider arrives when you need reminding of the awesome power of co-creation with the universe. Ideas and resources will begin to appear as if by magic, as you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention into the world of senses where they take form. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions and then act as if you have already become the one that lives the life you desire. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together to weave the beautiful pattern you set in motion. Another message of the spider is about any creative projects you may be considering. Writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc. Now is the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative, even artistic and tangible. Creative projects are successful now, if you are so inclined. So let yourself be open to abundance. So there we go. We have the green light for creating things. So make sure that you have fun doing that today, essentially. Okay, so again, I'm going to be working a little bit in my journal to catch up for the last 2 days. And then I'm going to be potentially sketching in where I want things to go, at least the calendar, maybe. I don't know. I could do that later. I'll do that later. I'm changing my mind. Then I will be drafting another scene. It's a longer scene, so I've been kind of putting it off. But I think we'll just go ahead and bite the bullet and see how long it takes me to do. Monique is going to write about the cards you pulled in your new Capricorn Bujo. Nice. All right. Let's do a card. Not a card. Video. Timer video. That's what we need. Okay, let's do let's see. Let's start with the cat yoga. 30-minute cat yoga. Make sure I've got my volumes and everything. Share. Cat yoga, share, make it big. Make sure it's doing its thing. Yes. Mark says my computer restarted without my consent, so you're starting everything up again. Ooh, yeah, mine says it needs a restart to install updates, so maybe there's something going around with the systems. But I'm putting mine off, and I'm hoping it's not listening to me, so that it won't choose a time for me. So, okay, let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with, and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure not slouching too much. 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the first sprint. Let's see. I got more typed than I thought I did. Okay, so I got 568. Not bad. Not bad. That's definitely more than I was expecting to get for the first sprint. So, fantastic. I did a little bit of catch up in the journal over the last 2 days, but then I also went to the front of the journal and I got my oil changed on Tuesday for my car. So I had to note that. And then I put in the names of a couple of musical artists that I've been listening to this month thus far, but I haven't like had something necessarily that I've been listening to over and over and over again. Because some months I just like obsess over a particular song or a particular album or something. So I've not had anything specific to that, but I will say Evanescence is apparently coming out with a new album and have released one of the tracks. So that one is probably going to be in my upcoming obsessions. I think Freya Writings is also going to be releasing a new album May 29th. So yeah, so my June is going to be filled with Freya Writings, I'm afraid. I think Paris Paloma is also going to be coming out with a new album. When is that released? No, she's okay. So she's touring this year. She's releasing new music this year, including singles. Okay, yep, those are the ones that. But a second full-length album has not been officiated. Okay. Maybe it's just the new songs I was hearing about. Okay, so Freya Writings, Paris Palomas, Evanescence. I feel like there's somebody else. That is going to be, I could be wrong. So yeah, so new music will be in the future on the obsessions chart. I also updated my jar of stars. So I've got stars at the bottom, stars at the top. It's going to look great when it's done. Fantastic. Let's see. Also, Heather says hello. Hello, Heather. How are you? You're getting something squared away about your new to you iPad, but you also need to do some business planning and admin. Again, sorry, I'm just at the point in time where my eyelashes have reached that growth stage where they want to work themselves out of my out of where they're supposed to be and into my eyeball. So apologies. You also need to pair the iPad with your keyboard. So doing that first. Gotcha. That might make things a little easier. Yes. Becca says, hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are doing good today. And let's see. Mark says, you set up my computer, which took an eternity. You wrote 213 words and then spent a solid 10 minutes waving your sword around, testing what looks natural for a scene that you're writing. I mean, that sounds like a fantastic time. Can I ask you what type of sword it is? Because I feel like you could use that as an excuse to buy all the different kinds of swords. But yeah. So we're coming up on, in fact, it may have already started, Ren Fair season, Renaissance Festival. And when I can't even remember how old I was. I want to say it was either late high school or early college when we went. And they have like a weapons shop. And they do raffles like, I want to say 2 or 3 times a day. So they usually do, I think maybe 3. Anyway, so they do raffles. And so you can pay to buy a ticket or whatever. And I had some extra cash that year and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, why not? Thinking like I never win anything. I won a pair of elven daggers, like Lord of the Rings inspired merch. And I was like, oh well, like I think it. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was early college, because I was like, oh well, I can't take these back to the dorm room, and so I was with my roommate and her younger brother, and so we were gonna drop him off, pick up our stuff, and then go back to whatever. Anyway, so I was like, here, have these. He's like, really? I was like, yeah, I can't take them to the dorm. So, so yeah, so it was the one time that I won a weapon, and like, I'm glad that he had them and had fun with them and everything. But I do sometimes wonder, like, if I could have kept them, then maybe I could have choreographed fights better. It's fine. Monique says, didn't write much. You're in the middle of writing the murder victim's goodbye letter. Oh, so they knew that it was going to be happening, or they feared it would be happening. Or is the bad guy standing behind the victim as they write it? I should check out Beanie. I should. You love Evanescence and Within Temptation. Yes, and I would add an additional name, Nightwish, to these 3. Yes. They're going to be performing. Are we talking about Beanie at Coachella again this Friday? Nice. And Olivia Rodrigo is going to be releasing her new single from the 3rd album this Friday. Gotcha. Heather says, I could not find the booklet that came with the keyboard, but you're attempting to try it without a prompt. Ooh. Attempting to try to pair it, you mean? Gotcha. You're all right. Great. I'm glad. Mom Maggie has also choreographed using a real sword. Just a medieval looking sword you bought in an antique shop when you lived in Italy. Ooh, nice. So it's quite suitable for testing out fight scenes. Nice. I like it. You also use video game animations and follow a channel called Shadiversity. Yes. And I can't remember is this Jazz's brother or cousin or just friend? I can't remember. But yes, I like that. So yes, it's Beanie. It's gonna have the second Coachella performance. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and do second sprint. Monique says Shadiversity isn't the best channel right now. He's gone far right. Ooh, boo. That sucks. Okay, there are a lot of other sword channels as well. If you happen to know of a particular one that you would like to recommend, please do so. Share screen, rubber duckies. Okay, let's do this. 1, save a document. 2, make sure you take a sip. Cheers. Three, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I'm trying to decide how to organize the stickers that I have with the card sleeves. Like, well, they're not card. They're technically they're photo album inserts and I think baseball card. I'm not 100% sure. There's some kind of trading card, baseball card, something. And I'm trying to decide to take them out and of the packaging that they come in, or leave them and just sort of like tuck the whole sleeve into one of the pockets. So I may just leave what I've already done instead of try and undo it. I've gotten the majority of the loose stickers. I still have a couple of things left, mainly sort of these like long flower pieces. They are floral clear PET tape, but they are I got this in I think every colorway. So we've got some like nice, I can't even see it because of the gloss. I'm sorry, y'all. Like greenish, green and gold. This one's like white lilies and tulips and things. Again, it's really hard because of the gloss thing. And I have like a sunflower colorway. Maybe that's the way to do it. Then again, I have more purple because I cannot not do purple. And then this one is like kind of a bluey green, but it's also got like white lily of the valley. So I don't know. It's a mixture. And then I've still got this sticker pack, which is, I think these are like the goth characters. Yes. So I have like some sort of Grim Reaper-esque. Then I've got these sort of gothic fallen angel creatures, I guess. Creatures. Here's one that's kind of cool. It's like a knight with wings after a battle situation. So I've got these. I may have to split because it's kind of a thick stack because they're paperbacked. So I might have to split this into 2 stacks in order to fit them snugly in somewhere. And then I've got like, I'm debating with my inner hoarder. And y'all can weigh in and tell me if my inner hoarder should win or if my decluttering side should win. So I've had these for the longest time, and they are the cardboard backing for some of the older stickers that I've got. But it's like they're just such a nice little vignette. It's the same picture, just different colorways. But they're really pretty. I like them. So I've got these. Do I keep them? Do I continue to keep them and like maybe one day use them? I don't know. I'm tempted to throw those away. But then I just got this one, which was the backing for one of the new sets of stickers that I got. And that one, I feel like maybe I should absolutely use that one. And so I should keep that one. Because it would go very nicely with this set of larger washi stickers, which are very Cinderella coated, inspired. So I don't know. Hoard or toss. What should I do? Let's see. Let me scroll and see where we were. Okay, Heather suggests there's a channel/company called Sword Up that teaches sword yoga. You heard about it a few months ago, but they use very lightweight swords for their routines. Gotcha. Mark says your sword is kind of heavy, so you have to work around that. Understood. But like in all honesty, most medieval-esque swords were supposed to be heavy. One, because they had some ability to refine metals, but they were still, a lot of swords were meant to be heavy so that they could continue to maim even after the cutting edge had gone dull, as long as the knight was strong enough or the horse was fast enough. So, best alternative to Shadowversity is Cell Sword Arts. Nice. Okay. I've not heard of that one. Kara says, I have new book promos up on Reader's Roost, so here's the link for that. Mark says, I published Joy's Host last month. It's book 2 in the Hatreds Host trilogy for anyone looking for a fantasy read. It's sad gay darkness mixed with random comfy scenes. Nice. We'll have to see if we can pop the link in there. Monique says, self-promo. Here's the link for the My Ex is a Vampire on Itch. Heather says, the 2026 season of my podcast begins tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern with an interview with author Dean Dreyer. Nice. The topic, gaming as it relates to writing. Ooh, this is a very good topic. And I think we're seeing a lot more of that entering the publishing sphere with like D&D inspired novels and with things like the Halo inspired novels and that kind of, Ready Player One. Is that the name of it? Mark did some laundry, had a snack, and wrote 513 words. Nice. I did write a couple hundred words before I got distracted by putting stickers away. So I at least have continued to make some progress. But I do need to figure out where the rest of these stickers go so that I can stop having multiple places where my stickers are hanging out. So, okay, let's do third sprint. And see if I can get that to do properly. Okay, let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back. That posture check. Make sure not slouching too much. And 4 is if you need a break, please take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How'd we do? I finished putting away as many stickers as I possibly could. There was one short strip of fairly longer stickers that they had kind of like folded. Anyway, so I cut to separate the stickers and then placed them under like 6, 7 trade paperbacks. So maybe it'll get a little flatter if I leave it there for a day or two. I did put a little sticky note on top to be like flattening stickers underneath, that way I don't forget them. Yeah, I also was unwrapping a couple of the washi tapes, or like pre-cut sticker rolls that I had purchased. And I was like, oh yeah, I bought all these. So now I'm like having second thoughts of like, do I want to go mermaid for May or do I want to do medieval? But I specifically bought the medieval like knight things to go with the Archer and Olive journal. So I don't want to do that. I want to stick with the mermaid theme. So yeah. Let's see. Carol's like, yes, I was muted. Oh no. Yeah, the solo journaling games. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Funky missed the last break, but at least you're here. And Mark wants coffee, but has already had coffee today. You should drink water. What a dilemma as a coffee addict. Indeed. Funky had coffee this morning and just brewed the afternoon coffee. So yeah, best not to ask Funky for advice because Funky would always tell you to have more coffee. But Funky did get some work writing done. Excellent. Mark wrote 437 words. Excellent. You're such a sucker for soup. You keep writing soup scenes in your book. I mean, soup is great. Soup is great. So Mark has a quote from what you're writing. Time is history's killer. Given enough time, you and I might become different people in the stories of the future, or we might disappear entirely, and nobody will know about the world we live in. Very true. And I like it. Very true. Okay, y'all. I am a little bit more organized than I was prior to the stream. I've at least gotten all the loose stickers organized. Now my sticker book won't close though, so like I need to use up a good number of stickers. So that's gonna happen. So maybe I will be just as sticker heavy in May than I was this month. But I have smaller stickers, like a more like normal size stickers. So who knows? We will figure it out. All right, let's end the poll and see what kind of stuffed animal / toy did our main character have as a child. 46% of our main characters had a stuffed bear, dog, cat, some sort of animal that they have likely seen. 31% have a stuffed dino, dragon, some sort of mythological creature that they are less likely to have seen. And 15% have had a toy weapon, and 8% a mechanical robot of some sort. So that's the kind of toys that our main characters had. And yeah, don't forget to save your document. And it is the 15th, so it is the middle of the month. So don't forget to do any backups that you do mid-month in terms of saving your project to another drive, another disk, emailing, Google Drive, whatever. Don't forget to do your backups. All right. Again, thank you very much. I will see y'all soon. Don't forget to stretch and take some snack breaks. All right. Bye.